If you've been here before, thanks for tuning back in. If this is your first time, welcome to my channel. I hope you enjoy what you see. So a while back, I posted on my blog a really popular post that I think resonated with a lot of people. It was my 3 must-have cosmetics. I think I get asked the most, like, what are the 3 things, or what is like the 1 thing or the 2 things that you just can't live without, or you just can't leave the house without. Now, first of all, I can leave the house without any makeup. Like, it's makeup to me is not a security blanket. I do not leave the house without moisturizer, although lately it has been happening a little bit more, just laziness, pure laziness. But makeup to me is not a security blanket. It just helps me to have more confidence and just feel like a little bit more put together. And I just wanted to put that out there, that makeup is not, and it shouldn't ever be designed as a security blanket. But if you have fun with it and understand that makeup can really bring out your natural features and help you to feel that confidence that helps you seize the day, that's kind of what I go for. And I have a little tutorial to show you how to accomplish this. I'm only wearing, well, I am wearing, well, my moisturizer doesn't count, but I'm wearing a tinted moisturizer, I'm wearing a bronzer, and I'm wearing a mascara. Those are my 3 must-have cosmetics. They kind of change. They're a little bit different than the ones in the blog post, at least one thing. But because I had a little extra time, and because my skin is kind of crazy right now, I am, like 5 months pregnant? I don't know. But anyways, my hormones are crazy. So I did add a little bit of concealer. I did add a little bit of eyeliner, and I did add a little bit of highlighter. So I'm wearing a few more than 3 things right now. But in the tutorial, I'll stop at the 3 things so you can see, and then you can see how just a few, not even a minute, maybe a minute, will take it to the next level. So I hope you enjoy my tutorial. Thank you. Hey everyone, so we're starting this tutorial off with the Kiehl's Ultra Facial Cream. This is just a moisturizer. This is the deluxe sample. It takes a while to use up, and I'm trying to use up my samples. I use about a pea-size amount. I use the back of my nail to get it, and then I just kind of rub it in all over my face generously. I don't have a problem putting it on my eyelids. If your eyes are sensitive, I wouldn't, but make sure to get that neck, ladies. That ages. So we're going in with our tinted moisturizer. I love Peter Thomas Roth CC Cream. It just feels great on my skin. I'm color medium to tan. You would either be fair to light or medium to tan. And then I am just going to put a really small, oops, I didn't show you, but just another pea-sized amount. A little goes a long way. And then I just dab little dots of color around my face lightly. I learned this trick from my mom, watching her do makeup when I was growing up. So you can either blend it with a foundation brush if you have oily hands or sensitive skin, or you just don't like touching your face. I would say use a brush. Any brush will do, or use a beauty blender. You can do that too. Or, of course, you can just go in with your hands, which is actually how I do it every single day for the most part. It's just nice and easy, and just rub it in. And you can see that there's not really a difference. I don't like lines. I make sure to really get that. So these are some of my problem areas right now. It could be from the pregnancy, but I also have some acne scarring. So I'm adding a product in here. It's not necessary if you have clear skin, but it's just the NYX HD Concealer. I use a really small amount, but what's great is that this concealer is so inexpensive that you can be a little bit more liberal with it. And you kind of need to be. It's not as concentrated as some of the higher end concealers, so you kind of go through tubes pretty quickly compared to like more high-end concealers. But that's okay with me. So I'm just lightly putting kind of little dots where I have all the redness right now, and then I'm just kind of doing a little bit of highlighting. And then I go back in with my foundation brush. If you have like a specific concealer brush you want to use, that's great. This is all about saving time. So I'm just kind of blending in that concealer, making sure it's not obvious. It does a really good job of concealing the redness. I'm just going in with my fingers so you can see how, if you don't want to use tools, you can just do that. Remember, lightly tap the area under your skin. You have so many little blood vessels, and the skin underneath your eye is so sensitive. So you just really don't want to rub or press too hard in that area. At least I don't. I want to try to cover it. I do kind of put some concealer in the corners of my eye. This concealer does actually work great as a primer for me, for an eye primer, but I'm not doing that today. This little brush I got. It's a BareMinerals little face brush, and it's actually a little powerhouse. I use my favorite bronzer right now, the Laguna from NARS, and I just kind of add that color and dimension back into my face. And I use um, threes and W's. It's kind of an old school grandma. She said, make sure to do a 3 on your face or a W. So I'm just kind of adding that color back in. Sometimes I'll put on my eyelid. For me, bronzer just really helps give that dimension. And then for my last of the 3, it's my mascara, which right now is Giorgio Armani Eyes to Kill Classico. And this is kind of where I spend a little time. I do recommend an eyelash curler. I totally lost mine. I bought a new Kevin Khan one. I'll give you a review on it, but right now I'm just old school style. My other nice eyelash curler is in my kit. So all my nice stuff is in my kit, and I always kind of just use whatever. But I make sure to really work my outer lash and then work onto my inner lash. If you have like more hooded eyes, or if your eyes are a little bit smaller, I would try to work on the inside and then go out. But I have kind of big eyes, so I always work on the outside in. And don't forget your bottom lashes. You always want to create balance. But I guarantee if you saw this video with a curled eyelash, you'd be like, dang. If you look at the picture from my blog post, those are with curled eyelashes, and it really, really does look a lot different. So I've done my 3 products. This is my bronzer, my moisturizer, and my mascara. So that's it. Here's a lipstick. This is a L'Oreal lipstick. This formulation is so freaking moisturizing. It's like a chapstick. It is a little bit light, and I feel like since I've become pregnant, the color just doesn't look as good as it did when I wasn't pregnant, but that's okay. It's almost like a chapstick, seriously. It's super buttery, and it doesn't last that long, so you have to reapply. But that's it. Those are the 3 must-have cosmetics, even though I used a few more. To go in, if you want to just add it, I always love adding an illuminator. This is the Clinique Chubby Stick. Not my favorite product, you guys. Like, I wouldn't buy this individually. Go buy the NARS Multiple in Copacabana. I think that's a lot better, but that's just my opinion. I'm putting this on my cheekbones, and then I'm going to put a little bit in the corner of my eyes and my Cupid's bow. And it's not really liquidy, but it's not really powdery, but it's a great kind of segue into an illuminating powder, which of course I'm taking the same brush that I just used for my bronzer, and I am using my favorite Becca pressed illuminating powder, and Opal is just a great color, and Becca does a great job with illuminators, and it's silky and buttery, and it really just adds the glow that I like. So then I'm going to put that on top of my brow bone. It's kind of like one step above where my bronzer was, and instead of 3s, I'm doing C's. So I'm going above my brow bone and then onto my cheekbone. And so this is totally unnecessary, but because I have really big eyes and you can see my waterline, if you look at me straight, or my tight line, I like to line my lash line. See, that is my tight line, and I really like to line it. It just gives the appearance of longer eyelashes, and it just kind of is a quick and easy way to take it from 0 to glam. But I'm just putting that in, and that is it, you guys. This is my 3 must-have cosmetics. I added a few more just so you can see how I kind of do my everyday makeup to seize the day. If you liked it, please subscribe, give me feedback, and I will definitely make more of these. Have a wonderful and beautiful day. Thank you.